Nestor Carter is the 5th fastest man ever at 100 meters and a great starter and turn runner.
Michael Frater runs the second leg for the Jamaicans.
Every one of those Jamaican teams that has been world record holders or Olympic champions, Frater's been on it.
Johan Blake, leg 3.
Silver medalist at these Olympics and the 4th fastest man ever.
And of course the anchor is the greatest sprinter of all time, Usain Bolt.
With a flair for the dramatic, the reason why we close track and field meets around the world now, Olympics and World Championships, with the 4x1 is because they want this guy on your screen to have the last say. It used to be the 4x4 for years, but Bolt doesn't run the 4x4.
There's the introduction. Is the world record in jeopardy?
I think it's almost a certainty, Tom, unless the two big teams, the United States and Jamaica, have really badly botched passes. That world record is 37.04. I think you're going to see one, if not two teams go under 37 seconds flat for the very first time in history.
Here are the lane assignments. Jamaica's in 6, the U.S. in 7.
So Jamaica took the first 2 places in the Olympic 100-meter final, but then the U.S. took the next 3. And remember, the Jamaican team does not have Asafa Powell, who is out injured, but they didn't have Asafa Powell last year at the World Championships when they set the existing world record. And we see Gay and Blake exchanging pleasantries there.
I wouldn't say that was too pleasant.
Or glares. And there are the anchors, Bolt and Bailey. And Bailey's in his first Olympic Games, his first U.S. team, and here he is anchoring against the world's fastest man.
Has to be an intimidating sight to look to your left and see Usain Bolt.
Certainly would intimidate me. So the 2 fastest countries of all time into the blocks with the Olympic gold medal in the balance.
Set.
And there's the gun. Carter for Jamaica, Kimmins for the U.S. Here comes the first baton exchange. Justin Gatlin takes the baton for the United States.
And both of those passes weren't the best, but you have to think the U.S. has a little bit of a lead here, Tom. Gatlin has done the job down the back stretch.
Here's Tyson Gay for the U.S. Johan Blake for Jamaica. It's the U.S. and Jamaica right together. Here come the anchors. It will be Usain Bolt against Ryan Bailey. And here's Bolt and Bailey side by side through the home straightaway. And Bolt edges ahead. Bolt pulling away. Across the line, Jamaica, U.S. world record.
If you are a fan of the 4x1, you just saw the greatest race in history, and both teams lived up to the billing. The United States and Jamaica have just run the fastest times ever in the history of this event. Jamaica breaks the world record in 36.8, and the United States in second, 37.04, so they equal the old world record, 36.84 for Jamaica, and Bolt has now won gold medal number 3 and his 6th in the last 2 Olympic Games. Let's look at Jamaica's exchanges first, Tom, and it was the first one that I thought was the shakiest of the 3. That took just a half beat long, but in retrospect, that wasn't a bad handoff. Here's a pass to Blake. That one took a little longer as well, but they kept that stick going around. And now here's the anchor. Bolt always changes hands a la Carl Lewis, but then this is no contest to ask Bailey to run against Bolt. And into the history books goes Jamaica. The world record is gone as the U.S. sets a new American record in 37.04. Let's look at the U.S. exchanges. This is exchange number 1. Very good pass by the United States. The U.S. had the lead at this point. Tyson Gay gets it now. And now Jamaica and Blake start to get back into the picture against Tyson Gay. Here's the anchor to Bailey. And once Bailey got that stick, he had the most gargantuan task ever to try to stay with Mr. 9.58 Usain Bolt. That's not a fair fight. Bolt gets it done.
No clowning around for Usain Bolt that time, as he took it all the way through the line to set the world record. And the U.S. gave him a battle.